until I broke the rules. My life destroyed, a life destroyed, until I woke awake, scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How much can I take? My mind will break. Will it break? Can I take? Can I be your superhero? Superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero. Superhero. Superhero.
Got everything?
Fly away. It's the first time of today. Today. To dream, believe. You are the strength, you're all I need. Need. Oh, gonna give it a shot. Only one of me to shield you all from the enemy. You're a superhero. You're a superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero. 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 Can I be your superhero?
Relics of the past, artifacts from the future. 10% chance, 90% skill, power.
For the final gates to open to a new tomorrow, moving with the motion, following the light that sets me final gates to open to a new tomorrow, moving with the motion,
Buen tomato no basta.
My pleasure.
all the barricades. I wanna know why they hold me back. Need a miracle to break me through, but I won't get back. If I
If you wanna be a wonder, baby, come and show it. Tell me what you feel in your heart and your soul. There's nothing I would take for granted. With me, we'll make it through. It's two hearts to fix heartbreak. We grew apart, I made a mistake, but I'll try to make it up to you, my darling. Ooh.
I wanna be a real wonder. Heaven lifts me up from under. Wishing I could be somehow stronger now,
So I can find a way out of pain inside me. Never be afraid of the fate that finds me.
wish that I could be
Stronger,
so I can be a real wonder.
so I can find a way out of pain inside me. Never be afraid of the fate that finds me. Wish that I could be stronger,
So I can be a real wonder.
I wish I could tell you that I want you here with me, but you'll never love me like the way we used to be. Too far from Saturn, lost in the patterns. Where's the stars align so we could be free? Palms are sweaty, knees unsteady. I can't see my head on straight. Heart is heavy, wasn't ready. Don't think I can see your face. Now we're just friends. How long till that ends? It feels like forever away. And when it on, and when it on, it was never big enough. Now it's gone, and when it on, no way. If I stay, if I go, it won't change this lonely road.
but I don't wanna be on my own. It always goes much better in my head, but the feelings end up wasted. So I'm sorry for breaking down when you said you got me. I'm used to being let down, but I won't. If I'm falling too fast, then you'll catch me. You'll catch me. So I'm sorry that you might have to see I'm not lost. I promise that I'm facing my problems. If I'm falling too fast, will you catch me? Will you catch me before I crash? I'm so afraid that you'll run out of patience. Trust me, I know how it feels to be hopelessly waiting. Sometimes I don't know if I can even change, but I'm still trying. So I'm sorry that you might have to see I'm not wrong. I promise that I'm facing my problems. If I'm falling too fast, will you catch me? Will you catch me before I crash?
In life, you torture Albion. In death, you feed them.
Fellas been calling, my enemies stalling, my people been balling, my team we been wildin'. Can't ignore that we use basic tools. Strategies moving where we gotta move. There wasn't no option, no time on the clock, and no setting it back, and we gotta get profit. I'm standing on top of the glory, the road. We was just rebels and do what was told. When they asked me how we leveled up without us getting stuck, we just must food up. This game's been no one. Gotta tighten up, gotta muscle up, or you will get stuck in this game. now. I was on the wrong path, I admit it now. My only option was to get it now. I got it.
I'm busting, I learned from the losses. My feeling was friendship, I saw it was ghosting. Started like everyone got their own tools. Only difference is I know what to do. Now everyone calling, my progress is stolen. My stock has been stolen, my life it ain't boring. Ain't no more hitting me up when you lose. When it's time to wake up, see you hitting the snooze.
When they ask me how we leveled up, try to get stuck. We just muscled up. This game's still no one. Gotta tighten up, gotta muscle up. Oh, you will get stuck in this game.
I've been searching for the peace in me.
You'll never love me like you love JT back in '03. Up on MTV on a stage wearing shoes made of diamonds, singing songs about you like a siren. No, I won't be what you seem to need, 'cause I don't see what you seem to see. Ain't got troops in a crowd all united, ain't got you screaming loud and excited. I can't ever be the backstreet boy you want me to. I just can't measure up, no, I'm not in sync with the fashion. I ain't got the passion, never gonna be what you want. Backstreet boy you want me to. I just don't dress the part, no, I ain't got Nikes and my hair ain't spiky. And we both know that I can't be your backstreet boy. You'll never want me like you want CDs from the 90s, like you want Mac Clean, and I can't say to your face I don't want it that way. You seem stuck in the decade that you were born. Open one day and wake up on a tour bus headed to Rome for a Coliseum concert with thousands of crazy fans, looking up at the stage every dancing, knowing I'm the man. I can't ever be the backstreet boy you want me to. I just can't measure up, no, I'm not in sync with the fashion. I ain't got the passion, never gonna be what you want. Backstreet boy Come and set me free. Give me what I need. Come and set me free. Set me free. Give me what I need. Come and set me free. Give me what I need. Come and set me free, 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 free. Come and set me free. Give me what I
Mirrors on the wall, staring back at me. Stranger in the hall, frozen by the scene. Portrait seemed to fade. He lost his sanity. Can't recall his face. I hope he'll rest in peace. Haunted by my mind, phantom of the brain. Everything is fine. Take me to my grave. Bury me alive, keeping me astray. Hard to say goodbye. Who I am today. Everything is fine.
the sea. Dust in your eyes like the water. As the tide it consumes me. You would never save me if my walls came down. Head is underwater, you would let me drown. Watching as I suffocate. Darling, pull the trigger, honey, steal my crown. Choke me till I black out, put your hands around. Cut out my heart, I'm dancing. Worship me, I control the air. Please worship me, worship me. My friend is set you free. I control the air. Please worship me, worship me. My friend is set you free. Throwing up your hands in worship. Cast us into wisdom. Oh God, and sing from murder. You will never see me if I was kicked down. Head is underwater, you would let me drown. Watching I suffocate. Darling, pull the trigger, honey, steal my crown. Choke me till I black out, put your hands around. Cut out my heart, I'm dancing. Worship me, worship me. I
In life,
control the
you
air.
torture us.
Worship
In
me,
death,
worship
you
me.
feed
My friend is set you free. Worship me, I control the air. Please worship me, worship me. My forgiveness sets you free.
Got a monster inside of me, you better watch out. These your enemies are over ahead of full prophecy. To be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he throws me. He gets my real big pissed off quick. And if you cross him, you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling the score. Never getting bored, loves of blood and gore. Always wanting more freedom from the source. They don't release this in until they feel the force of blood in. If you start shit, you'll be heartless in the darkness. Torn apart quick, you left scars ripped. You'll be chewed up and discarded.
And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll
negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate. When there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate.
My pleasure.
Staying up till 5 a.m. Told me you and him were friends. Woke up in a burning home. Blame myself, I should have known. To stay in our place, sealed our fate, buried in the catacombs. Setting fire to the life we made. Such a fucking waste of time. Said you love me till my heart decays. Kiss my darling, change my mind. Talks my heart online. Too afraid to find that you change your mind from sleepless nights. Was I part of your design? Until I broke alone, no one let my heart explode. It's a suicide. wish I died, just you and you died, wishing everything you know. Setting fire to the life we made, such a fucking waste of time. Said you love me till my heart decays, kiss my darling changed her mind, talks my heart online. To the life we made, such a fucking waste of
Pump up the. Pump up the. Pump up the. Pump up the bass line. Pump up the. Pump up the. Pump up the. Pump up the. Pump up the bass line.
Wait!
Pump up the. Pump up the bass line. with